What's going on, guys? I figured I should document this process because a lot of you are having the same questions that I had when it comes to buying a Tesla. I'll just tell you what happened. I was driving and I got this alert on my screen. I'll put up a picture of the alert that the battery charge level was reduced and I couldn't charge it over 50%. So, crazy part is I was on my way out to an event. So you can imagine this was kind of messed up my day, you know? So I decided, okay, I was at 70%. So get this, I was at 69%. I drove 20 minutes. By the time I drove 20 minutes, it got down to 57%. So I'm like, oh, this is crazy. Like, I only drove 5 minutes and I've lost, almost 15%. If, I'm not good at math right now because I'm driving, but I'm like, I've lost like over 15% in 20 minutes. That's not normal, So anyway, I'm like, okay, well, check this out. I'm doing some research. I'm like frantic because I got to get to this event. And I decide, since I'm close to 50%, I'm going to just drive to a charger that's further away. So by the time I get there, I'll be 47%, right? And then I can verify that I can charge at least to 50%. Well, by the time I got to the charger, it was at 46%. When I hooked up to the charger, it just said charging complete. So I could not charge. So even though the alert said that I could charge, it would not let me charge. And this has happened to a lot of people. My point of even saying this is, guys, I bought my Tesla used at 103,000 miles, right? So luckily for me, I got a performance model, so the actual warranty isn't up until 120,000 miles, right? Currently, my car is at 112,000 miles. So I'm literally 8,000 miles shy of getting a bill, a $13,000 bill or $10,000 bill. So I put in, just to make a long story short, I put in a service request, and as you guessed it, if you're in this situation, it's going to be 2 weeks before they even have an opening. So my car is currently sitting in front of my house with 14% charge. This happened so late yesterday that, it was really nothing I can do. And even if I drove to a service center, I don't know if anybody would have been there for me to speak to or whatever. So it's currently sitting in front of my house. I am driving a family member's car. They were nice enough to let me borrow their car so I can get to work. But I'm going to call Tesla and the service center and see if, number one, I'm going to have to get the car towed to that service center. And can I do that even though it's 14 days out? And number two, see about getting a loaner or something, because I can't drive my family member's car for 14 days. I'm sure they need their car too, so what's going on, guys? So, I do owe you guys an update. Today is Monday of the following week, and I'm actually making this video late, but I wanted to still update you on what went down. So as you guys know, my Tesla Model Y 2021, I bought it used with 100,000 miles on it. I think it was 103,000 miles. The battery, I got an error. The battery had some issues. So, make a long story short, I'm most likely going to have to get a new battery. At least that's what most people say is going to happen. I'm trying to get this glare out of the screen. The sun is like in the way. But yeah, so I what do you call it? I messaged Tesla. I set up the appointment. The appointment was 15 days away, and my car was on 14%. So I messaged Tesla service through the app, through the chat function, and I asked them. I said, "Hey, like, can I drop the car off at the service center because it's literally at 14%. Like the car is gonna die sitting in front of my house." And they were like, "Sure, you can come drop it off." And I was like, "Okay, well, do you guys have a loaner vehicle available?" And they said, if a loaner vehicle is available, you can definitely use it, but we can't guarantee that we'll have a loaner when you drop it off. So I said, okay, that's fair. So the next day they opened at 10. The next day they opened at 10 a.m. I was there by 10:04. Okay, I was there early in the morning. I actually let my boss know that I was coming in late because I had to drop my car off, and they had a loaner. So right now, let me see, can I flip the camera around? I don't think I can. But as you can see right now, I'm in a Tesla Model 3. This is a blue, they gave me a blue Tesla Model 3 as a loaner. And I've been driving this since that happened Tuesday. I dropped it off. I borrowed my family member's car Wednesday, Thursday. So I've been driving this car since Thursday. And it is currently Monday. So I drove it, Thursday through the weekend. And guys, I have to say, so far it's been a great experience. It looks like I won't have to pay anything for my battery, thank God. As you guys might not know, but for you guys who have seen the last video, I got a Tesla Model Y Performance. And so when you get the Performance model, you're covered. When you get the long range or the Performance model, you're covered up until 120,000 miles. Now, that is amazing for me because the battery issue, I'm at currently 112,000 miles. So I literally have 8,000 miles until my battery's out of warranty. So thank God I got a Performance model and I didn't get a regular Model Y, because then I would be in a very bad situation where I financed a car and now I have this huge bill to pay. So thank God for that I don't have that situation. So we will see. I will give you guys more updates on as things unfold. Oh, also guys, Tesla was able to start working on my car early. Like, my appointment wasn't until the 10th, and because I dropped my car off early, I don't know if it's because I dropped my car off early or they just were able to fit me in, or I don't know how, but it says that I should be able to pick my car up on the 9th. So, that was a blessing. What's going on, guys? So I actually wanted to give you guys an update of what happened. It is currently December. So that happened the end of August, beginning of September, was the last video. It's funny because I'm wearing the exact same uniform. However, but basically Tesla was able to install a new battery. I'm not 100% sure if it was new, refurbished, how that all went down. They really didn't give me much information as to whether the battery is brand new or whether it was refurbished. However, they did tell me that it was tested, that it went through a bunch of testing cycles and it has been approved for use. So just wanted to give you guys some more information on that. So that happened September, I think I got the car back like September 12th, September 10th, something like that. So since September 12th, 10th to December 17th, I have had no issues. I got my car back. No issues with the battery. The battery's been performing fine. And it was an easy process. Tesla was very friendly. They did send me the receipt where it showed that I was charged nothing because I was still under the warranty. So all in all, it was a great experience as far as what it could have been. So I'm extremely appreciative of you know Tesla and everything that how they handled the situation and how everything went down. So just wanted to give you guys an update. If you're going through this issue, hopefully you're still under warranty. If you're not, still reach out to them. Maybe they can help you out. Maybe they can, some people I've seen, some people have gotten their batteries taken care of for free of charge, even though they were out of warranty, just because, the manager of the dealership just, wanted to help them out. So still reach out if this is your issue, but hopefully this video helped you out because I know when I first got that alert and I was so nervous and panicking. So I just wanted to give you guys an update. Word of advice now that I've gone through this situation, if I had to do it again, I would definitely, if I'm buying a used Tesla, I would get one that is less mileage. When I got this one, when all this happened, I was at 103. And I can't remember I think I brought this car at like 80,000 miles or something like that, or 90,000. I can't remember. But it was high. It was high. It was between 70 and 90,000 miles. But if I had to do this again, I would definitely get a Tesla at like 40,000 miles or like 50,000 miles. Because the only thing that saved me is that this was a performance model and I was still under warranty. If I had got a regular Model Y, I would have been screwed. So just wanted to check in. This is the final update. Thank you guys for watching. If this helped you, give me a like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.